What a day. What a day. Richard Matthew Allen, he's 50 years old and he's a local man from Delphi. Don't you just have to wonder if in the last 5 years he's thought often of just breaking up with his family, leaving town, trying to convince his wife to move. He's been arrested in connection with the murders of Abby and Libby. So we have to be cautious how we speak, but my gut says this is it, he's BG. That's just what I sense, right? I don't know who else might be involved, how it's all happened, but doesn't he just look good for it? And we'll find out on Monday at 10 AM Indiana time. You know, sorry, I have to turn on this. There's going to be just, this is rice paper. Rice paper with some hoisin sauce in it, egg, and I put a bit of feta cheese. I'm just frying it up and take it to work. You know, he just, you know, I've wondered so often, did someone really see the person on the bridge or the person, you know, leaving? It's possible he was seen. That someone on the private drive gave a description. I mean, he's local from that side, from that west side of Delphi, and he could have, you know, the private drive in and out even. So viable. Came up onto the south bank side of the bridge, walked across towards the north bank, doubled back after the girl, never fully crossed the bridge from the north side. That's possible. You know, Sonny Justice will be doubling down. Oh, you know, it's still KD on the bridge. Maybe she's going to say that Richard Allen's job at the CVS pharmacy is a connection to the drug ring. You know, maybe he's been providing drugs to the Kokomo crew or whatever, right? This is what she's going to come up with. Yeah, who knows? I'm cooking egg. I like egg in my pan and not on my face, by the way. Yeah, that's where I like it. So now the question is, because this is such a violent crime, because the man who is possibly involved, possibly connected, is 50 years old, and that fits the age that I thought BG was. Still yet to find out if he's left-handed, right? But it does now beg the question, doesn't it? What other violent crimes has he committed, and what will the ISP be trying to solve with the knowledge of this man now, right? What else is he connected to? Because out of the blue, such a violent crime is, you know, so strange. Wouldn't it be strange? So there could be unsolved violent sexual crimes, even unsolved murders, because, you know, the guy is only known for having sort of traffic issues with the law, right? Crazy. I just can't even speak. I can't get words out. I just don't know what to feel, how to feel, what to, I mean, it's just a physical feeling, right? I'm overjoyed for the families. It must be just such an amazing and difficult time for them. And, you know, if they're just still waiting to know in actuality what Richard's involvement is. It's got to be a really rough time for them. But you know, if Richard Allen is Bridge Guy, you know, how many times has he thought about ditching out of Delphi? Sorry, the lighting's terrible. And you know, how many times, I mean, has he tried to persuade his wife in the past to leave town? Has he thought of constructing a breakdown in his marriage, leaving his wife so that he can leave town, you know? What is the situation there? And then what about what John Kelly has had to say about BG and what his home life might be like? You know, what does this mean in terms of Richard Allen's family and what they've lived through? And what they're going to be going through now. I wasn't going to talk about this until the press conference because, you know, it's a lot up in the air. Could Keegan Klein or Tony Klein be involved? Yes, I guess, because anyone can know anyone. And from what I understand, Richard Allen used to live in Peru, in Miami County, not far from the Kleins. And they could well know each other. You know, the Marathon gas station, the Marathon petrol station being part way between Richard's work at CVS Pharmacy and his house. Well, that's pretty telling, isn't it? It's just, it's nearly too much for me. Because, yeah, I feel like we've got to be reserved, you know. And wait and see. But at the same time, we've waited 5.5 years, more than that. Anthony Greeno was moved out of Carroll County Jail, I do believe. What an irony, right? That would have been if one of people's most, you know, the person that people have really turned on for many good reasons, right? But, you know, they've really made him a target and even accused him of being involved. You know, how ironic that he would have been set to see Bridge Guy, possibly Bridge Guy, walked into the county jail. But I believe he's been moved into another site. Anyway, just thought I would do this. Don't know why, because it's not very good, because I'm just I'm completely spun out. Well done, ISP. You know, I hope this is rock solid. There's so much to discuss and talk about. You know, did the Wabash River have anything to do with this? Was something handed on before the murder of Abby and Libby to Richard Allen from Keegan Klein, say, at the Marathon gas station, or picked up afterwards to be then thrown in the Wabash River? you know, if it's Richard Allen, he's a sick, right? So there's probably no depths to his depravity. He could very well be related to the clients. I mean, you all know I don't really rate MS and how they operate, not at all. Don't know what their information has to do really with the murders of Abby and Libby, because it might be nothing, it could be something. Maybe, I mean, so if we assume, okay, so it's the lawyer for Ron Logan and Keegan Kline, the Shedder lawyer, if we assume that he's the leak, did he find out somehow through contact with them that they might both be involved, and that's why information on both were released? Or is it just a sensationalism because they're related to the case, and, you know, murder sheet are actually unethical plods, and that's that, they're opportunists. You know, I don't know, but yeah. In connection with, but I don't know. I think it's possible that he is a lone operator. I think people get caught when they're not lone operators. So it's interesting about Keegan, and why would he feel like he's so obligated or loyal to someone when he's sitting in the clink and he had an opportunity to lower sentencing for CSAM. Maybe because it's his father that's friends with the man, and, you know, he's been told to keep stum or else he's abandoned. I mean, Keegan Kline is screwed either way, right? Whether he spends a year in prison or 20. The trouble is, we all know that people up on, you know, these CSAM, CP charges, even, you know, physical action, they are out. They're out. They get out. They just get out to just go and do it again and again. They're never in for life. They ruin people's lives, but then they continue to be able to live theirs, right? Anyway, I'll leave it there for now, because this is a very bad video. I'm not making all the punchy points I wanted to make. But yeah, you know, we've got Sonny Justice doubling down. So, you know, I can't really respect when Steve Webb is on her show consistently. It's just, I don't get it. Okay, so he might respect her commitment to the case, but, I mean, she's absolutely deranged. I mean, on the off chance that she's right, has she still been righteous? So she's doubling down. She's saying it's Katie on the bridge, when if you look at Richard Allen, oh my God, and I mean, you can see his gut, even that gut that sticks out into that blue jacket. It's just, it is a chef's kiss of hitting the points. The recipe for BG. Look at his face, look at his attire, look at his weight, his height, his age, everything. I mean, sure, people are going to say, oh, he's got blue eyes. Well, you know, people can be wrong about so many things. That's, you know, eyewitnesses for you. But he just looks like the sketches. And he looks like BG on the bridge. So I am just rooting for this one 100%. I I can't wait until Monday. I think it's going to be something like Tuesday morning, 2 a.m. my time in Australia when the presser is on. So I made these, just these rice paper Krispies. It's just egg cooked on the rice paper roll in a hot pan. I use coconut oil, and you can put like any sort of sauce, maybe chili sauce if you like to eat chili sauce. You can use Parmesan cheese, but anything with egg, ham, anything. I've put tahini on this other one. Naughty things that I shouldn't really eat, but it's delicious. It comes out really crunchy. It takes 5-10 minutes to cook from scratch. Anyway, I've got to go. Yeah. Comment what you think about Richard Allen. Sorry to be eating and everything in front. Isn't that gross? Bad manners. I probably won't post this.